from Cherry Bomb Toys.
We are co-owners of Farpoint Toys and Collectibles in Mays Landing, New Jersey.
Oh, we're married, by the way.
We've been married 18 years.
Our dream was to open up a vintage and modern toy store.
And we own Toy de Jour Vintage Toys Arts and Farts in Chicago, Illinois.
I've always been a collector, but when you sell, it's a completely different thing.
The acclaimed docuseries A Toy Store Near You is returning for a 4th season. The show looks at a variety of new and vintage toy stores from around the world. The new episode premieres tomorrow on Amazon Prime Video.
And we are joined now by Brian Volkweiss, the creator of the show and the producer. Good morning to you.
Good morning. How you doing?
We are so good. Brian, what I love about you is that you have so much passion for this topic. And not only are you the producer and creator of the show, but don't you have a ton of these toys in your house and you've highlighted them on the show?
I do not highlight them on the show.
Oh, not on the show.
Well, no. I do the opposite, which I think is even worse. When I'm editing the episodes, I see toys that I like, and then I text the owners of the stores, and I'm like, hey, I don't know if this is like the toy version of illegal stock trading, but if that's still available, can I get that?
You got a guy.
It's actually worse than showing my collection.
Well, tell us about this. Tell us about this new season here, and how do you go about picking which toy stores to feature?
Picking the stores is in many ways very easy and very hard. It's very easy because we know most of the stores. So we have another show, believe it or not, about toys that's on Netflix called The Toys That Made Us. And because of that show, we're very tightly interwoven with the toy community all over the world, but especially in North America. So we know the stores, we know them personally for the most part. The tough part is we only do 5 episodes per season. So it's very tough to pick which 5 we're doing next. So the way we do it is we try to we always base it on the personality of the owners, but we also try and do it geographically. So we don't want to have like 3 episodes in Texas or 2 episodes in Maine. We want to spread it out, all over the world.
And you did one in Chicago, right? Toy de Jour?
We did. Toy de Jour is in season 4 that comes out tomorrow, owned by Liz and Sam. One of the funniest episodes we've ever done. And I just want to say, you don't have to be a toy nut to like the show, because the show is really about passion. It's in many ways, it's especially Toy de Jour. It's about families. It's about the community. We actually have, this is our second, just to contradict what I said a minute ago, this is our second Chicago episode. 2 seasons ago, we did another Chicago store called Bric-a-Brac. This could be, maybe, I don't know, because one of my fellow producers, Rich Myrick, who's a Chicago native, by the way, coincidence? I doubt it. Nice. But he's very involved with picking the stores. Oh. So of the first 20 episodes we've done, 2 have been in Chicago, and I'm no math whiz, but I think that's 10%.
There you go.
Shout out to Rich.
So Brian, wondering with so many people ordering almost everything online, do you think that the toy store can perhaps survive, Amazon and all these online retailers?
Well, I'll tell you something really interesting, and that's a great question. If you had asked any of these stores between, I would say, March of 2020 and July of 2020, hey, how optimistic are you about the future? I think 80 to 90% would have said, I don't know if I'm going to be in business in 6 months, maybe even a month from now. That's how bad it was. By August of last year, up until this very minute, they're having the best years in the history of the stores for the most part. The reason is, I think, by the way, I'm not an expert. I'm an expert on toys, supposedly. And by the way, anybody who's a real expert on toys just laughed when I said that. But to civilians, I guess I'm an expert on toys. But I'm certainly not a psychiatrist or anything like that. But what I think happened is I think COVID did 2 things. The first thing, it made, believe it or not, it made people very excited about the time before COVID, which these days I believe is called nostalgia. The other thing it did was, I think a lot of people at the beginning of the pandemic were really worried, obviously with good reason, about losing their jobs or getting pay cuts. So they stopped spending their money. But when they didn't get the pay cut or they didn't lose their job, somewhere by the end of the summer, they hadn't done that week trip to Disneyland. They hadn't been eating out once or twice a week. So they had a lot of money left over. And all of these stores, online sales, and as the vaccine rolled out, in-person sales, that's what led to a lot of these stores having the best years in their existence.
And Brian, quickly, the proceeds from this show, is some of that going back to these stores then?
The majority of it.
That's awesome.
The bulk, I mean, I don't mean 51%.
Yeah.
A lot more than that. But yes, the reason we did the show in the first place, it was directly inspired because of COVID. And we're so connected to the toy community. We wanted to try and do something to help. So it's about exposure, but the profits from the show, the bulk majority of them, go back to the stores every quarter.
Well, Brian, thank you so much. Season 4 of A Toy Store Near You premieres tomorrow on Amazon Prime. You can also follow Brian on Instagram for more. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Stay warm.
You too. Still ahead.